Be up, guys. Welcome to this preview of the Bees, West Ham and the Bees, of course. Back to the Premier, guys. All back to the Premier. Brilliant. At last, the international break is over. Back to all the excitement of the Premier. And hopefully, a point or three for us. I would love that. Is West Ham. It's still going to be tricky. Because, of course, there's no Harry Potter there now. So now they've got Nuno. This will be a tougher task, maybe. I still feel we got a good chance. It's still a decent chance for us to get something. And our first away points would be amazing from this one. We need it. We've got Liverpool next. So it's going to get even harder. Liverpool and then Palace. So, we're talking about, there's going to be really tough games coming up. So really we need something from this. And I really hope we can get something. It's, it is away and it's at their ground and, West Ham don't actually always play that well there because of the atmosphere. It's so far away from the supporters. It's massive. They're actually better away from home than at home. So maybe that might help us. That might play into our game, and it might just work for us. The fact that they're at their home ground and they don't always do that well there, but they've still got some good players, and of course Bowen is quality, and Somerville. Another one I rate. So I will be having my guest on. He'll be on about 8 or so. He's coming on. West Ham fan Mike. He'll be on. It'll be up to you, Warren. Hope you're well, buddy. Hope you're good. Hi, Steve. Big game tomorrow. Yeah, well, it's not us though. We're not till Monday. So yeah, we're not playing till Monday. So we've got a little wait yet. Yeah, but there is other big games obviously tomorrow. So yeah, I'm obviously we got till Monday, but obviously I'll go into all this and see what lineup we're going to pick and whatever else, injury news. I'm going to get into all that now. As I say, my guest will be on at 8, and he will also go into West Ham. What's going on there? Warren's going 2-1 for the Bees. Yeah, you said that before, mate, but yeah, look what happened against Man City. So, I'm not totally confident for this anyway. I really aren't, really not that confident still, because I just don't know what Bees team is going to turn up. And I think with Andrews as well, he goes a bit too defensive. What I've seen of it, he's still a bit defensive there with his lineups and that. And I want us to go attacking. I feel we can do something against West Ham if we go attacking and, go at them. I want to see how we'll, under Frank, we when we played well, we entertained, we went forward. Yeah, we had the likes of Bramo, Visser, and so forth. Yeah, you could say they were game changers as well. That kind of helped. But, I want to see it with this team as well now. And, I just feel we do it in moments, in different sort of patches almost, that we can do good bits of play at times, skillful, good bits, but we're too still negative and too defensive. We're not, I want us to go and attack the ball, attack the players more. I don't think we still do that enough. Warren again, I'm not going for a 2-2 like some people will, Desmond, but that's actually what I might go for, Warren, but we'll see. We'll see. Because I just feel we can get maybe at least a point out of this game, I'm more confident about this than probably, we've got Liverpool afterwards, so. And that's, I think we got them at home, so it's still going to be tough, though. But anyway, let's get into all this and injury news and so forth. So I want to do all this before my guest comes on, when he'll be obviously talking about West Ham. So let's just get into the Bees, talking about them now and what's going to happen with them. And this is the injury news, Brentford team news. Hickey update ahead of West Ham fixture. Brentford issues update on Aaron Hickey, Reece Nelson, Gustavo Nunez and Paris Magoma. So almost the same ones, really. The same players that we're always having issues with. Ahead of Monday's Premier League clash with West Ham United. Head coach Keith Andrews, of course, Anthony Malambo is out for the whole season, I think, looking at this. On Anthony Malambo's ACL injury, which is very serious, as we know. It looks like he's going to be out the whole season, unfortunately. Anthony's got a long road back to getting back on the pitch, but he will get so much support from everyone here at Brentford, which is great to know and great to hear, really. I think, he's a new player. He's still yet to get to grips with the Premier, and I think he's a very good player. I rate him. And he's still got a long way to go, but now he's got to come back from this bad injury. The ACL is never good. It's never a great one. So he's got a long way to come back. But yeah, I hope he does. Now we may have to go for someone else. We're going to have to go for a few players in January, I'm sure. We've got to now. We still need that replacement for Visser. We may need a replacement for Malambo now, at least for the rest of the season, till he comes back. So, yeah, we might have a bit to do in the January transfer window somehow. So Brentford has issued an update on Aaron Hickey, Reece Nelson, Gustavo Nunez and Paris Magoma ahead of Monday's game against West Ham United. The Bees travel across the capital to face Nuno Espirito Santo side in a game which will be shown live on Sky Sports. Of course, 8 p.m. though. Kick-off. Another late one. On Hickey, Keith Andrews revealed in his pre-match press conference, Aaron got a bit of a knock in Scotland's game. Fucking Scotland. Cheers, Warren. He played in that one. Now he's going to be out of this, probably. In Scotland's first game of the international break, and he missed the second match, but he's been back on the grass today. Well, that's good then. So maybe he might feature, which would be great. Nelson and Nunez came through Brentford under-21's 4-0 win over QPR on Wednesday, playing 45 minutes each. Both are available for selection against West Ham. Well, that's good to know. That's good to see that we got those available. You know, they may play a part. You never know. There is another under-21s game next Tuesday against Luton Town, which Magoma or other players building fitness could feature in. Building match fitness, they could feature in. The midfielder is now back training fully after missing part of pre-season with a hamstring injury. It was confirmed earlier this week that Anthony Malambo has suffered an anterior cruciate ligament injury, or what's known as an ACL, of course, and will miss the rest of the season. He's obviously very down, said Andrews. It's devastating for him, first and foremost. He's at a new club, settling into a new country as a very young player, but we have high hopes for him. Suffering an injury of that level is obviously very disappointing, but the one thing he knows is that he will get a lot of support here and time to heal, which is great to hear for him, I think. To go through that process is the worst part of being a footballer, not being able to do what you love. Anthony's got a long road back to getting back on the pitch, but he will get so much support from everyone here at Brentford. Well, that's great. That's what I'd want if that happened to me. I want to know that I've got players, everyone around to support me and, you know, keeping me going, keeping the hopes high and, you know, getting me back in and, you know, not getting down about it all, because it is a bad injury and it will keep him out for a very long time. Warren again there. Please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new as well. Subscribe to Mr. B's cricket channel, Mr. B Chats England Cricket. Exactly, yeah. Please keep doing that, guys. You know it makes sense. Come on, guys, let's keep doing it. Get me to that 200 mark, the magical 200. I got to 184 now with subs, so after my last stream. So it's great. I'm not sure how I've done it, but it is great to get all these subs. And, you know, if I can get to that 200 mark, that'd be incredible. Yeah, the magical 200. For me, that'd be amazing. Come on, guys, you know you can do it. Anyway, let's get back to this, the preview. Yeah, West Ham United versus Brentford, analysis, team news, match officials and more. Here's everything you need to know before Brentford's Premier League game against West Ham United at London Stadium on Monday. Obviously 8 p.m. kickoff, which will be broadcast live on Sky Sports. Brentford travel to London Stadium on Monday, 8 p.m. kickoff live on Sky. The Bees have won 3 of their 4 Premier League visits to the Hammers, who are set for their first home game under Nuno Espirito Santo. Analysis, team news, match officials and more. Here's everything you need to know before kickoff. Pre-match analysis, Steven Gillet, playmaker stats, the same really. It's always this guy, Steven Gillet. But set pieces have been costly for West Ham. West Ham United coach Nuno Espirito Santo will be looking to instill some much-needed defensive stability when the Hammers host Brentford this coming Monday. Nuno has overseen a 1-1 draw with Everton and a 2-0 defeat against Arsenal since succeeding Graham Potter in the dugout. And his first order of business is to shore up the Premier League's leakiest defence. This season, the Hammers have shipped more goals, 16, than any of their top-tier rivals and currently have the worst goal difference, -10, in the division. Set to return to a back three after trialling a 3-5-2 formation in a behind-closed-doors friendly during the international break, Nuno has a track record of improving teams defensively. The Hammers have already conceded 8 goals from set pieces this term, twice as many as any other Premier League team. And tightening up in that area will be a priority for the East Londoners. Fortunately, the Portuguese head coach's record suggests he is just the man for the job. Under his guidance last season, Nottingham Forest scored more goals from corners, throw-ins and free kicks, 17, than any other top-tier side and conceded just 9 from them. The same number as eventual champions Liverpool. Brentford, meanwhile, have long been strong in this department, even though Keith Andrews' side have only scored once from a set-piece in the league this season. Fabio Carvalho's late leveller against Chelsea. Almost half, 47% of their set-piece deliveries have led to a shot, the highest rate in the league. A fascinating derby awaits, with both sides keen to hit the ground running after this recent international hiatus. It could prove a cagey tactical battle, with both teams looking to remain solid at the back while springing forward on the counter. This could bode well for the visitors, as no side has scored more Premier League goals on the counter-attack than Brentford, 3 this term. Just one shy of the 4 they managed on the break in 24-25. Perhaps the key dilemma facing Andrews and his coaching staff is how to amplify the trends in many of their early season statistics. When it comes to the quality of the chances they are creating, the expected goals metric shows that the Bees are out on their own this season. Their XG per shot of 0.17 is the best in the top flight. Here we go again with the XG and whatever. So whether people believe in that, I'm not sure, but I guess it's something you could go by, a guide. I'm not sure I like it myself, but there we go. Similarly, the West Londoners' shot on target percentage of 42% is the cream of the crop. On the other hand, Brentford have taken just 55 shots in total in league play. They're 7.86 shots per 90, trailing behind their Premier League peers. It's a classic quality versus quantity conundrum for the Bees in many ways. And Andrew's side will look to boost the latter without sacrificing the former under the lights at London Stadium. Scout report, Dan Long, Sky Sports, Hammers must pick up results quickly. Graham Potter said it was like Christmas for adults when he spoke after being appointed West Ham manager on a 2.5-year deal on 9th of January. It didn't exactly last though, did it? That initial novelty wore off pretty quickly, though, as he lost his first game in charge against Aston Villa in the FA Cup third round and took only 4 points from his first 5 Premier League games in charge. Potter's side did achieve back-to-back league victories for the first time in almost a year when they beat Arsenal and Leicester in February. But they only picked up 2 wins from the final 11 to finish 14th for the second time in the last 3 seasons. Had Ipswich, Leicester and Southampton not struggled quite so badly, a return of 37 points with 3 games to play might have put them right in the thick of the relegation battle. In only 6 of their 29 seasons in the Premier League, up to the end of last season, had they lost more games, 17. In only 5 of those 29 had they conceded more goals, 62. I'm excited about the whole season ahead. Potter told the club's official website 2 days before the first game of the season at newly promoted Sunderland. And why would that not have been the case? The Hammers had a positive pre-season on the pitch and in the transfer market. But they were humbled by the Black Cats, then thumped 5-1 by Chelsea, then knocked out of the Carabao Cup by Wolves, a 3-0 win at Nottingham Forest, in a game that was still 0-0 after 83 minutes. Should have provided a springboard going into the international break. But further defeats to Tottenham and Crystal Palace followed. Potter was sacked on 27th of September after less than 9 months. He was in charge for 3 games more than Julian Lopetegui, or Flopetegui, as you used to call him. 25 versus 22. Yet one game fewer, 6 versus 7. No permanent manager in the club's history has a lower win ratio than his 24%. 18 days after his own departure from Nottingham Forest, the same day, Nuno Espirito Santo signed a 3-year contract to replace Potter at London Stadium. The Portuguese has only taken charge of 2 games so far, both of which came within a week of his arrival. So arguably he cannot be judged yet. But the October international break will have been utilised well. It is the perfect time for any manager to get ideas across uninterrupted. And he needs to start picking up results quickly. West Ham will stay among the bookies' favourites for relegation until they do. The game plan with Sam Tabutu, the Standard. Sam Tabutu, football reporter for the Standard, discusses how Nuno Espirito Santo is likely to set up his team on Monday night. I think it's going to be a 4-man defence. It's going to be predicted on being solid, and being defensively strong, said the Standard reporter. But also it's about being able to spring those counters and attack with pace, which they showed with their equalising goal against Everton. That was a really fast break forward in which El Hadji Malik Diouf bombs down the flank, crosses the ball. The ball eventually breaks to Jared Bowen and he scores. That is the type of goal that they will be looking to replicate. Against Arsenal, it was a little bit of a different game. They were coming up against the league leaders, so they sat in and probably showed a bit more defensively. In terms of what Nuno will want consistently, it has to be defensively strong. It is to be defensively strong, but also being able to break forward with pace. He has spoken about it a lot. The key thing, he says, is about finding that balance. They have to find the balance between defence and attack. They cannot attack without having a solid defensive base. That is the most important thing for him. The last starting 11 versus Arsenal, 4-1-4-1. Areola in goal there, Wan-Bissaka, Mavropanos, Kilman, Juve, Magassa, Bowen, Paqueta, Fernandes, Somerville, and Fulcrew. We've already read this about our injury update for our players. We read that. Match officials madly to referee Monday's London derby. So Andy Madley, of course, bit of a prat. Again, not a great referee, but there we go. Assistants, Nick Hopton and Craig Taylor. Fourth official, Thomas Bramall. And VAR, Jared Gillett. Andy Madley first took charge of a Brentford fixture on New Year's Day in 2014. As the Bees won 3-1 at Peterborough United in League One. I do remember that. So maybe he's not that bad a referee after all, I guess. The Huddersfield-born official had the whistle for 3 matches involving the West Londoners last term, with the most recent being a meeting with Liverpool at GTEC Community Stadium in January. Across his 4 games this term, Madley has handed out 11 yellow cards and 1 red. Last meeting, West Ham 0, Brentford 1. Do remember this? 15th February, earlier this year, of course. An early goal from Kevin Sharder saw Brentford make it 3 Premier League away wins in a row for the first time. Well, we'll do anything for our first one this time. We won our first one. Could it be here? I don't know. The Germans' effort, which was confirmed by goal line technology when it looked like home goalkeeper Alphonse Areola may have done enough to keep it out, was the difference despite an utterly dominant first half on the Bees, where they had 2 goals disallowed for offside and also hit the post. Mohamed Kudus blazed over West Ham's best chance early in the second half as the West Londoners picked up a deserved 3 points. Yeah, I do remember that game well. Yeah, Kevin Sharder, it's about time he done something. He's a lazy shit. I'm sorry, he is at times. He's got a lot of pace, raw pace and a bit and ability. So he has got it and he can score. But I want to see that consistently. It's still not consistent. Not consistent enough, I'm afraid. So, so I'll just go to our last game, and which of course was against Man City, and we all know what happened there. A 1-0, terrible first half for us. We didn't come out the traps. We really didn't. I don't know why. We've got to start well. You have to start well from the first minute of every game, and we didn't do that. We really didn't do that. And the problem is as well, we're playing Hickey out on the left, and he's not a left back. Why they keep doing that, I don't know. If he's not fit enough, he obviously won't be playing anyway. But we got Rico Henry, so why are we not playing him on the left? Or even Lewis Potter, a left wing back, which we have done before. We've done a few times. So, I mean, that experiment is not working, and I hope Andrews puts that to bed and gets rid of it. I really do. It's just not working, and that didn't really help. But it didn't help. We didn't play well that first half. We didn't get about Man City, and to me, I think Man City aren't that great now. They haven't been amazing this season, Man City. So really, we could have done better. I mean, we did have chances in that second half. We could have at least got a point out of it. But for our first half performance, I don't think we would have merited that. Warren again. Hickey's injury is a minor knock, isn't it? I'm not surprised Aaron Hickey Aaron Hickey's picked up an injury. It tends to happen when players come back after a long injury, that like Aaron Hickey has. Yeah, exactly. But it's a shame because he's been playing really well since he's come back, and he scored a cracking goal. But he's not a left back. Why were he playing him there? It just doesn't make sense, really. Yeah, XG. How can you have a stat based upon an expected outcome? It's ridiculous. Yeah, if it's expected, it hasn't happened. It's absolute nonsense. Exactly, I agree. I totally agree. But there we go. Some people go by all those stats, don't they? Good or bad. But I've got my guest waiting here, so I'll bring him on. And we're getting to this, obviously, about West Ham, of course, as well as our team, my team here. So, be up to you, bro. How you doing there, Mike?
Big up, bro. It's good to be back on the channel. I'm doing all right. Hope you're doing well, yeah? Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, cool, mate. Yeah, a lot to talk about, really. Last time I think we played you, was it Flopategui was manager, wasn't he?
No, it was Potter. Start of this year. Yeah, you beat us 2-0.
Oh, cool. Shit, sorry, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, no, our ground, was it 1-0 or 2-0? I can't remember. It was one of them.
I must have thought it was Flopategui because we beat you again and you were bad again. So I thought, yeah, it must have still been him. But I mean, Harry Potter wasn't. His magic wand was missing, I think, wasn't it? At the end of the day.
Yeah, definitely.
And it didn't quite last, did he? Again, yeah, another manager you lost.
Yeah,
sacked again.
So it's poor hiring. But it's like I think it's because of the owner. I've always said this about West Ham. It's like they always hire managers that are out of work, and then they expect them to be the oracle. But these managers are out of work for a reason. So I don't know why we keep looking for them.
Yeah. But I think you would say it could be different under Nuno. Do you think it could work differently under him?
I think his football is very one-dimensional, so I'm not too sure. I think it's better. It's the best case scenario out of what our owners would pick. But I just think with the way we are stadium, with the way we have been over the past few years, we need to do much better than all of the managers we've hired over the past 4 of them, I'd say. In terms of that's the reason why we never go the next step. That's the reason why we always underachieve. It's because we're always going like a sideways step, etc. But with Nuno, I think he could be good to keep us up. I just don't think he'll be good to get us up there where we should be.
Yeah, true. But I mean, he done wonders at, I think, Wolves even before Forest. And, Forest, I don't know why they let him go. I mean, it's that great big manager, isn't it? Marinakis, that bloody idiot, Letting him go, he's a good manager. And, he was doing well there at Forest. Why let a guy go? Okay, I know they fell out a bit, I think. That probably didn't help.
Definitely.
But, at the end of the day, the guy was doing well there. He got him to Europe and everything, I think, it's mad, mate, isn't it? Absolutely mad.
Yeah. I just think with Nuno, it's a case of his football gets figured out quite easily. So they go on a run, typically how they would usually. And I think he can never really take, for example, with Wolves, he can never really keep them up there where he wanted to go because he got figured out. But also, he's always working on the ownership side, never going to back him anyway. So which is why I don't know why he's come to us. With Nottingham Forest, they had a good run until January, and then to January they kind of fell off. They could have been third, and they fell off the 7th. And yes, 7th is still a great achievement for them. But at the same time, look at where you could have been. There's still red flags there regardless. That's the thing with me. I think Nuno's football is very easy to figure out. So it could be good to survive, but I'm not looking to just survive. We're looking to survive for this season because I was expecting to be here around this season, but at the same time, we should never be staying here because we moved to a stadium to do better than that. But I'm not too sure what's going to happen this season, to be honest.
Yeah, what do you think about that? You might be boycotting the game and stuff. I heard a lot about that, West Ham fans.
The Margate Hammers arranged this whole thing of do a protest at Palace home game, and then boycott the Brentford home game, and then protest again against Burnley, and then we'll see where we take it from there. We made a great statement against Palace at home, going to the protests and stuff. I'm going to be, because I usually go to the games, I'm going to be one of the people that do boycott as well, because I think it's appropriate.
Right.
I think it's one of the times we've actually made a statement and made our voices heard against the owners, and we should have taken action a long time ago. But we should have taken action when Moyes left, sort of thing. So it's like when we were linked with Lopetegui, we should have done what AC Milan did, where Lopetegui was linked with AC Milan, and AC Milan protested against that. So we should have done the same thing and started it from there. But we're here now, and we're kind of just making up for what we have lost, sort of thing. So I'm looking to hopefully make a statement with the boycott rather than the actual game itself.
Yeah. So, do you think it'd do any good though, Mike? Do you think you can get Sullivan and that out? Because it is him, really. Do you think it's spoiling it? And Brady, maybe? Or
yeah, I think we can get them both out. I think we can if we keep this up. Because the only reason why I think Potter got sacked after Palace specifically was because of the protest beforehand, and because I'm pretty sure they were going to allow him to have the Everton and Arsenal game, and sack him after the international break. But I think we put extra pressure on because they know we're in trouble. If we keep protesting, and they know they can't do any more tricks left to try and keep the fan base quiet because the fan base have been sick of it for about 15 years, then they know that they've got nothing left else but to sell the club. So I think we need to, if we keep this up the way we're doing it, then yeah, I think there's a chance.
Yeah, I mean, do you think it's going to impact the game itself? Do you think it might fall into our hands a bit more, that we could do something because of the way things are with your fans and what's going on? Will it affect your players, do you think?
I don't think it'll make a difference just because the atmosphere there is terrible anyway. So there's no atmosphere to build on. There's nothing to build on anyway. So the fact that if the fans are quiet or not there doesn't really make much of a difference, in my opinion, because most people leave early anyway because of the stadium they're in. And people will say it's loyalty, but it's actually just environment issues rather than disloyalty because West Ham fans have been loyal for a very long time. But I would say for us, it's a case of we just need to make a statement by not appearing because nothing else has worked. And it's not like when the fans have been there that they've put up a performance because we haven't won a home game since February.
Yeah, it's so weird, isn't it? That you don't play well at your own ground because of what it's like there, and then you play better away from home, really.
We don't even play well.
Strange, isn't it? I mean, when you look at us, we play better at home, although against City, we were shit in that first half. We just didn't come out against them, and I think we had a good chance against City because I don't think they're the City of old. I really don't. I don't think they're that great this season. I mean, you look at, obviously, you've still got Haaland and that scoring, which does help him. He's been amazing. Haaland again.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're as great as they have been. They've lost some good big players as well. Lots of De Bruyne are gone and everyone now. So it's not quite the same team, is it? And I'm not so sure that defence is as good. There are some still good ones. I mean, I rate that young O'Reilly there. He's a very good player. And one or two others I still think are good at the back. Guardiola, I think he's still good. And there are some good other ones, but then they're still not the greatest team. I mean, okay, got Donnarumma helps with Goldie now. Probably does help a lot at the back, but I thought we could have done something against them, I really do. And we probably still could have got a point out of it. I mean, you see Thiago, if he took that chance, one-on-one with Donnarumma, if he'd scored there, we might have had a point. So, but we just didn't do good enough in the first half. We've got to come out the traps and do well. I think we should be doing that against you lot. We really should. I really hope we do because, I think you're there, and don't get me wrong about it. I'm not trying to sound arrogant or cocky, thinking we're going to beat you. You're just easy. But, your team we should be going at and really thinking we can beat, because you are struggling. You're below us. You're what? Are you third from bottom? Is it third from bottom?
19th, I think.
19th, right, yeah. And you think, well, you're below us, so you're one of the worst teams down there, like you and Wolves and so forth, and is it Burnley and whatever down there and everything. So you'd think we should be beating teams like you lot, but we have struggled before. We lost to Burnley last season. We lost to Sheffield United last season, who were below us. So can't go by that. So and we had Vissa and everything there, and and we still lost. So and now we lost them. We lost Rainbow and Vissa and Norgard and everything. So we have lost big players. So but now we're trying to come back. We got a new coach, as you know. Yeah. I'm still not sure about this guy, Andrews. I really am not that he's really up to it. I would love Thomas to still be there, but as we know, he was going to go at some point, and unfortunately, he's gone to Spurs. So, we've got to move on, and we lost big players. So it's hard, and we sort of got some decent results, and some bad ones. So, I'm hoping we can pick something up here after that 1-0 defeat. I'd love that, because we got Liverpool after this. So this is really going to matter for us, to get something out of this game, because I don't think we get anything against Liverpool. So, and then Palace as well. So no easy games coming up, is there, Mike? Really?
No, never is in the Prem, is there, nowadays? Because if a team's struggling, their next result could be against you. If they haven't won in a while, if it's a big team, their result is most likely going to be against you because they're doing well. It's like that's not how the Prem has always been, but it's just a case of that's how football has always been. But it's just a struggle, man. It's just a struggle, which is why I hate being at this part of the table, because it's just so nerve-wracking.
Yeah, but then you look at this and you think, I mean, people were tipping us for relegation, and I kind of thought, well, hold on a minute, there's no ball being kicked yet. Yeah, I know we get a new manager in, we lost Mambo, we lost Vissa, we lost Norgard, and Thomas is gone. Yeah, write us off like that, you could. And I'm not, Keith Andrews was a set-piece coach. He wasn't really a manager. And you kind of think, well, what's going to happen? I was worried. I was absolutely worried. And I was thinking, well, are they right? Are these people right to say we're going to go down? But we're actually not one of those worst teams down there, actually. So, and you look at even like Nottingham Forest down there now. And, of course, Ange is the manager now. So they are struggling as well. And of course, they beat us bad. We lost badly to them, 3-1. And now they're actually below us. So, maybe karma's a bitch there, in a way. But Burnley, Wolves and all that. So, and yourselves, you're all down there. And... I think we should be fairly confident that we're actually better than those teams. Should be doing better than them.
Yeah, that's why the managerial appointment for me confused me with what you guys did, because I just think you have a better squad than to be down there. I think I rate quite a lot of your players, and even though you've lost some goals, I think goals are the main things you've lost. But overall, you still got good players in the front three. Jordan Henderson's good for experience. Not the most fashionable signing, but he's started well. Losing Norgard's obviously a big blow, but I think you've signed well, and I also think you have good enough players already to stay up, and I think you should be pushing for more than that, but you haven't hired the right manager to take you there.
Yeah, I'm still not sure about Andrews, though. The jury's still out, really, on him, I think. I think he's almost doing similar to Thomas at times, and I don't think he should. Don't follow his handbook. Your own man, your own mind. Go with what you think. I still think he goes a bit defensive, still with his lineup sometimes. Let's go out and attack teams. If we've got the ability, we have got some good players still, as you say. There are some good players still there. So, let's try and impose ourselves on the opposition at times. And I'm not sure we're doing that, bro. But yeah, I think we could do something. I hope we do here. I mean, obviously, you got this is your sort of squad of players, and you haven't got Fabianski, have you, anymore?
No, we re-signed him because we needed a third choice goalie.
Right. Okay. I didn't know that, man. Oh, right. He's back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Areola is obviously your main keeper, isn't he?
Yeah, right now, yeah, definitely.
You're happy with him still?
Not really, to be honest. Like, I like Hermansen, but I think he had a bad start. But the problem is we don't give people a chance here, so it's like a few bad games and you're eradicated forever.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, it's a shame, really. And at one stage, I think Fabianski was amazing for you lot as well. So I don't know.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Maybe he could come back. What about Hermansen? Do you think much of him or?
Yeah, as I was saying, I think he had a good start, but
Oh yeah,
no, I think he didn't have a good start. But
I
he
didn't.
he needed more time because like you can't just throw a goalkeeper straight in and just expect them to like perform straight away. They need to get used to their teammates. But he's been eradicated instantly.
Yeah. Yeah, so it probably will be Areola, won't it, in goal? And
Yeah.
you'll have probably like Walker Peters and everything there, will you, at the back? Mavropanos?
Yeah, Wan-Bissaka will probably start, I'd imagine, and
Oh,
Mavropanos and
Wan-Bissaka, yeah.
Kilman probably centre backs and do it for left back.
Yeah, do you like that defence? Are you happy with that or not? With
Not really.
Mavropanos?
That's probably the main reason why we're down there. Kilman and Mavropanos especially. They're just too weak, too awful in the air.
Yeah, Arsenal reject Mavropanos, isn't he? Really?
Yep.
Yeah, that's bad, mate. Yeah. I thought sometimes we got bad defence. I don't rate Vandenberg at all. I don't know why we've got him there. I hate him, mate. I think he's shit.
Fair enough.
I mean, Collins as well at times ain't been great, although he's our captain now. I thought he was amazing last season, Collins, but he's been a bit weak this season. He's been a bit dodgy, you know, at times. But yeah, I don't think that is great. Your defence, some of them there, but I've always rated Wan-Bissaka, to be honest. You know, I'd love him at Brentford, to be honest. I think he's a very good player.
Yeah, he is.
And, you know, you had Man United, I think he was decent. So, but yeah, the midfield, obviously, we know you'll have Paqueta and all that when he'll be playing. And would it be Fernandes or?
I assume it'll be Magassa, Fernandez, Paqueta still. I assume it'll be them three, but you never know because I don't know what Nuno's like still because it's like his third game in. So I'm not too sure. But I assume it'll be the same as last time.
And I thought you got rid of Ward Prowse as well, but you haven't. He's still there.
No, he's just been eradicated from the squad because Nuno doesn't like him.
Right. I mean, he's got ability, yes, but I don't think he's a little bit slow and stuff. He's been there for like set pieces, really, isn't he?
He's been awful for us. He's been awful in general for us. He's been terrible. So
yeah,
no one minds him not playing. No one minds him not playing.
Yeah, one you can do without. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you rate that Magassa and that? Do you rate him much or?
He's had a good start. Yeah, he's clearly a technically gifted player. I think he just needs more time because he's settling in from a new league. So I think he should be given more time. Just needs to get up to fitness because he didn't have a preseason. So I think he started well. Just needs to carry on.
Yeah. Some of them are decent, aren't they? Good players, some of them. Well, I rate that this like Somerville on that. I rate him, and I rate Bowen. Of course, always a danger. Probably will get goals against us. I mean, he got a hat trick in one of them games. I think it was last season or season before against us. So he's always going to be a danger. Quality. Still, Callum Wilson can still get goals, can't he, as well? Is there anyone there that's sort of looking for a goal? Full crew? I bet he's looking for a goal, isn't he?
Well, he's injured. He's injured, so it doesn't matter.
Injured? Oh,
yeah, he's injured again.
Because I was going to say he'd probably score. He'd score against us. Yeah.
I don't know. Like he just Fulkrug's just too injury prone. Same with Callum Wilson, but he's only just joined, so he hasn't got injured yet. Callum Marshall might start the youngster, but because Nuno hasn't used Wilson yet, he hasn't given him a single minute. So it might be either Marshall or Wilson. But I'm looking to. I'm hoping just whoever starts up front gets the service they deserve.
So what's your team you'd pick? Your team for this one?
in general, I would say I would pick. I would play Hermanson. Me personally, I would
Yeah,
start Wan-Bissaka to Debo. I'd
yeah,
start Eagle in this game just because Kilman's been terrible and keep Diouf. I'd then play Magassa, Fernandez, and Paquetá same midfield, and then I'd go Somerville, Bowen, and Marshall up front.
yeah. But what do you think he'll pick? Something different,
Uh,
probably.
yeah, he'll probably pick Ariola and goal. I'm assuming the
Mm.
same. He'll probably pick Mavropanos and Kilman. Unfortunately, he'll probably
Yeah,
pick.
right.
I assume he picks the same midfield. I'm not too sure though. He might change it up. And up front, I don't know who he's going to pick because he doesn't like Wilson, but Marshall's a youngster and Fulkrick's injured, so I don't know who he's going to play up front.
Mm. So you could be a little bit unsure about the team, really.
Yeah, definitely. Because he's still new.
Mm. Yeah. So you sort of dreading this game? Do you think you could lose it or?
Yeah, well, we haven't won a home game since February, and I never really looked forward to playing you guys. I know it's a different manager now, but I still feel like you got enough players to put us to the sword. So I'm not really looking forward to it. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a draw, but we need a win more than ever, but just because we have one only home we've won only one home game in this whole entire calendar year, or two in this calendar year, and also we've won only one game in general this season, so we desperately need to win.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, I think both our teams need it. Really, we need something out of this game. So
Yeah,
yeah, I'm thinking maybe a Desmond, mate. Because I just think both teams are not great. Our defence can't be great at times. It's dodgy a little bit at times still.
Mm.
I mean, Kelleher's good. I mean, I'm not sure he's still been amazing yet for us at times, because I still think he feels like he's a number two instead of a number one, because he thinks he's still behind Alisson. But I think he's quality keeper. He's a lot better than the last one, as we all know. Calamity keeper we had before. So, but yeah, I just feel I don't rate Vandenberg at all, as I've already said. I don't know what there is about him. I mean, he got it from Liverpool, but that don't mean a lot. And then, as I say, Collins ain't been always that great. I do rate Coyote. I think he's class, good right back, quick, long throw as well, good going forward. And of course, we've got Rico Henry, I think should be playing at left back rather than Hickey. I don't know why he's played Hickey at left back, because he ain't a left back. Stop doing that experiment, Keith, ain't fucking working, So I'd put him back to right back probably, or bring him on for Coyote maybe in the second half or something, or start him and then bring Coyote on. And have Rico Henry, proper left back and right backs, really. And, the midfield, I think they obviously still have like Yarmulke and players like that. He seems to like him. Yarmulke, he's going with him more than Thomas did, because he only picked him now and again, and he brought him on the sub. I think Aya as well possibly will carry on. Obviously, Henderson, I actually think has been great for us. I didn't actually want him here.
yeah,
I think he's been amazing for us, mate.
yeah. I think it's started well.
I sort of wrote him off. I thought he wasn't great. 35 now, and he must have had his best times behind him. So, and yet we still get picked for England as well. So,
Yeah,
I suppose it says it all, really. And he has actually been really good for us. So, I can't moan about him at all, really. And Shardy, the thing with Shardy, he's too inconsistent. He's still lazy. He's got pace and he's got ability. He can score. He's just got to do it more, man. And maybe he will against you lot. I mean, he scored against you in that last one, 1-0. So,
yeah.
So, maybe he might come to the party this time. I hope. Thiago as well. I think this guy is a good player. I do. Out the whole season last season, and difficult for him to come back. play a whole season now.
Yeah.
I think he's decent. He's got 5 or 6 goals already, so he's doing well. And of course you got Damsgaard. He's quality. I hope we can keep him because I think he could be off at some stage. Unfortunately, he's that great a player, and we've done well to keep hold of him now. But will he be off as well? I don't know. We have got some really good players still. And, it's about keeping hold of some of these. And can we do it? Watara as well. Another danger man quality, you got for Bournemouth. Whether he might start. I think he'd give you a lot of problems at the back there. Jensen as well. Good player. Janelt's coming back, really. Lewis Potter. It's going to be tough. I really don't know what the team will actually be. It might be the last team we played, this lineup here. But, I'm not sure Hickey's going to be fit enough. I'm not sure, but we'll see. But I definitely think we should have Kyoto at right back. Kyoto at right back and then maybe bring Hickey on and right back. And then Henry at left back. That's what I'd have. I'd have Pinnock instead of Vandenberg with Collins. I really would. Midfield, he'd probably carry on with Yarmulke, I would say, possibly. He's done all right. He's done okay, Yarmulke. Henderson, definitely. And I think maybe, I don't know whether he'd bring Lewis Potter back. I don't know. He could. I think Shardy and maybe Thiago up front, I would say. Yeah. And I think Watara, actually. Put Watara up front. Give you a lot more, lot more to think about. Pace and everything, directness. So,
yeah.
I think that'd be my team. But, I am going to go. I'm going to go 2-2. I just think there could be a few goals here, Mike,
Yeah, maybe. We just don't score many goals outside of Bowen. So it might just be a Bowen brace, maybe. But I can see like a 1-1, maybe something similar, just not as many goals.
Yeah. So would you go into what you think of your season so far and what you think might happen? Before we go and all that?
Yeah, our season's been terrible, but I predicted it'd be terrible a long time ago. Not enough for the transfer window. A lot of the business was late, so no preparation. Only winning one game is horrific. And the one game we won was against our current manager, who was at Forest. So that's not great. People can say we've had a tough start. I don't really care because every game is tough. So I don't really care about that. But we need to do better in home games. Need to make less mistakes. Need to pick better lineups and need to help our attackers. And I think for this season, we'd be lucky to not get relegated.
Yeah, but surely under Nuno, you got a bit more faith in him as a manager, and you may get some new players in January or something. You may turn this around.
We don't really do enough in January, but also I need to have something to have faith in. I think with Nuno, he's been on a lot of bad form in his general calendar year, and so then moved to a club where he was in Europe to then be prepared for a relegation battle. It's going to be difficult. There's going to be a lot to expect. So I need to have something to have faith in first before I give faith into Nuno. To be honest, he has an okay track. I think a lot of the things he's done has been quite overstated, and a lot of it was a long time ago. So I just think he needs to prove a lot to really think that he can be West Ham's manager for the foreseeable.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I hear you, bro. Yeah, it's not good for you lot at the moment, is it? But
no, it's not.
You never know, man. There's still a long way to go. You can turn all this around. I mean, as I say, there are some still other weaker teams down there as well. I still think Burnley could struggle. I think Sunderland may stay up. I think they've been a pretty good team so far. I think they've been really good. They beat us, of course, and I think they've been a good team this season and brought some good players in. Of course, Xhaka and everything, in. So I think they're one of the teams that could stay up, that come up.
Yeah.
Mate, do you think Leeds have got a chance staying up as well? Or?
I think their squad's too championship quality. Like, I think they've got a lot of championship players that were never ready to make a Prem move. I think that's their problem. I think their defense is too weak. I say this about promoted teams all the time. Go and buy defenders when you get promoted, because if you're not structured properly, then you need to go and buy the personnel, and I don't think they've done that properly. They haven't got the goals up front to stay up either. I think Calvert-Lewin will shine in like every 10 games. He's one of them players, so I don't think they have enough.
If he stays fit, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Fit, yeah.
He doesn't even play enough. They literally replaced Bamford with someone who's just as injury prone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I definitely think out of them, Sunderland myself will stay up. I reckon. Wolves could definitely go down the way it's looking. I mean, we could be different. We still got a lot of games to go. It's only halfway through nearly. I don't know. Well, not really halfway through, is it? But we've still got a long way to go yet. So, you don't know if this will be how it'll finish the season. And then, I still think we could get maybe mid-table or something. I don't think we're really that bad as people think. I really don't, and think we're relegation fodder and that. So I just know we're a little bit better than we are, and people think we are. So, I think we may at least get 12th, maybe 13th, 14th or something. But, not right down there. We're not going to be right down struggling, I don't think. So, and Tully here is another Bees fan. So be up to you, my friend. Welcome to coming. Thanks for coming in again. The live chat and everything. Come on the Bees, yeah, exactly. And as you say, we do have to win. It would be great, but I'll take a point, really. I'll take, a point. Because it'd be our first away point this season, or, But that's why I went for 2-2. I just feel, we're still not great defensively, and neither are you.
No.
So I just feel there could be a few goals in this one. So I want to see a good game now. I don't want to see a boring game again. I mean, our one against City was fucking boring as hell, mate. And we did lose as well. I don't think we've done enough. So, this time, he's going 2-0, I think. Yeah, to us. All right. Yeah, that is 2-0 to us, Tully. Yeah. Yeah. It's this guy's from New Zealand. Well, he was born in New Zealand. He lives in France now. Bees fan. So I hope we do, Tully. I hope we can win. But by Ange, well, yeah, he might go if they lose again. Yeah, they keep the losing run going. I think he could be off. But Marinakis, he don't keep hold of them, does he? If they're not doing something. So, but he's brought him in the first place. So it's his fault, really. But yeah, do you want to shout out your channel there, Mike? Where can we find you, bro?
At GBR Max on all platforms at GBR Max. So that'll come up straight away when you search up the channel. Big up for having me on, bro.
Yeah, no worries, man. Anytime, you're welcome anytime, bro. So yeah, I might do reaction. Well, I will do reaction for this one. So if you're around for that, mate, it might be Monday, might be Tuesday. I'm not sure yet. I'll do reaction, whatever happens.
Yeah.
So if you want to come on, man, let me know, and you are welcome on. So we'll do that, bro. And thanks to everyone that has been in the live chat. We've had 2 or 3 at least in there, so that's something. Everyone that's been watching live on playback, follow me on Insta at Mr. B for Life 182 and subscribe to Mr. B Over Football Chat and Mr. B Chats England Cricket. And I'm actually up to 184. So come on, get me to 200, guys. Please. Sub if you're new. Smash those likes as always. And go and follow Mike on his channel. Fantastic channel. Great content. He goes there ranting a bit about West Ham, didn't you?
Yeah. Of course.
Lots around, mate.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't we all about our teams, our teams are struggling and whatever. I'll do it about Brentford if we fucking do a shit game, on against you on Monday. So I'll be, ranting about it probably. But yeah, I mean, whatever happens, I'll still show me face. I don't hide. We win, lose or draw. I'll be there. So anyway, guys, thanks for everything watching. And until the next one, will probably be the reaction. But if there's any others, I'll let everyone know. But until then, guys, we're out of here. We're bouncing. Cheers, everyone. Thanks. Bye. Cheers, guys. And cheers, Mike.